Hi, in this brief video, I want to introduce the concept of the iceberg, specifically as it relates to communication patterns and behaviors. You'll see from reading Sizing Up Your Congregations that the greatest potential of conflict comes from a failure of communication. So we're going to look at this particular concept. Now, if you remember from kind of basic science class, that when you see an iceberg, you're actually only seeing about 10% of it, that part that's above the water. It's easy to see, it's usually huge, enormous, but the reality is that about 90% of it is underneath the water. You simply can't see it. It'd be amazing if we were able to see kind of a camera angle of both the top and the huge bottom. Our communication is similar to this image of an iceberg. Even now, as you're watching this video, what you see is you see my face, you hear my inflections, you hear the tone of my voice, you hear the words that I'm attempting to speak. But what you don't see is what's underneath my iceberg. You don't know what kind of day I had this morning or what kind of week. You don't know about my family. You don't know about my work situation. You don't know what things stress me out or what I'm afraid of. All these things that are underneath the iceberg, my beliefs, my cultural norms, the things that were told to me by my grandmother, or a time I got caught by my parents doing something wrong when I was 11 years old, all those things form who I am and what I say and what I do at this particular moment. So one of the challenges in communication is to understand there's always a lot more than what meets the ear. And there are specific tools that we can develop to open the door to get an understanding as we're communicating with one another, attempting to make important decisions about what's underneath our icebergs, and then find places where they intersect and that we can build in strength. We can do that with individuals, but the greater challenge, especially when we're looking at parish systems, church systems, is that the parish itself communicates with an iceberg, particularly with new members. So new members come and they see a particular reality, but there is a greater reality that they are simply not aware of, and oftentimes the members themselves are not aware of. So there is a PDF file attached that has a diagram, a simple diagram of this iceberg concept. We'll deal with it more in depth at the end of the week, but I just wanted to give you this general short introduction. Thank you.